Welcome to the 5-Minute Warfare podcast from 5minutewarfare.com, where we dive into history's most pivotal battles and military strategies in around 5 minutes. If you enjoy the show and would like to support us, please consider buying us a coffee. Head on over to 5minutewarfare.com/coffee to see how. This is episode 19. Gustavus Adolphus, the father of modern warfare. Gustavus Adolphus, the King of Sweden from 1611 to 1632, is widely regarded as one of the most innovative and influential military leaders in history. Often called the father of modern warfare, he revolutionized military strategy and tactics, leaving a profound impact on the way wars were fought. Under his leadership, Sweden rose to prominence as a major European power, and his contributions to the art of war continue to be studied and admired by historians and military scholars alike. Born on the 9th of December 1594 in Stockholm, Gustavus Adolphus was the eldest son of Charles IX and Christina of Holstein-Gottorp. From a young age, he displayed remarkable intelligence and a keen interest in military affairs. His education included not only classical studies, but also an in-depth understanding of politics, diplomacy, and warfare, preparing him for the challenges he would face as king. At just 16 years old, he ascended the throne after the death of his father, inheriting a realm embroiled in multiple conflicts and facing significant internal and external challenges. Gustavus Adolphus' reign began during a turbulent period in European history. The 30 Years' War, a complex and devastating conflict rooted in religious, political, and territorial disputes, was ravaging the continent. Additionally, Sweden faced ongoing wars with Denmark, Poland, Lithuania, and Russia. Despite these pressures, Gustavus Adolphus demonstrated exceptional leadership, focusing on reforming his army and consolidating his kingdom's resources. He recognized that in order to secure Sweden's position, he needed a highly efficient and modern military force. One of his most significant contributions to military history was the reorganization of the Swedish army. Gustavus Adolphus emphasized discipline, mobility, and flexibility, creating a force that could respond swiftly to changing battlefield conditions. He introduced lighter, more maneuverable artillery, allowing for greater tactical flexibility and faster deployment. His use of combined arms tactics, where infantry, cavalry, and artillery worked in coordinated harmony, set a new standard in military strategy. This approach marked a departure from the rigid and linear formations that had dominated medieval warfare. Gustavus Adolphus also revolutionized infantry tactics. He reduced the depth of infantry formations, increasing their firepower and mobility. Soldiers were trained to deliver coordinated volleys, creating a devastating effect on enemy forces. Additionally, he emphasized the use of disciplined musketeers supported by pikemen, ensuring a balance between offensive and defensive capabilities. His reforms extended to the cavalry, which was trained to perform rapid charges and flank enemy positions, adding another layer of tactical advantage. The king's ability to inspire loyalty and instill discipline among his troops was another key factor in his success. He fostered a sense of camaraderie and purpose within his army, treating his soldiers with respect and ensuring they were well supplied and paid. This approach not only improved morale, but also enhanced the effectiveness of his forces on the battlefield. Gustavus Adolphus was known to lead from the front, sharing in the risks faced by his men, which further solidified their loyalty and trust in his leadership. Gustavus Adolphus's military innovations were put to the test during the 30 Years' War, where his involvement had a transformative impact. In 1630, he entered the war on the Protestant side, driven by both religious conviction and strategic considerations. Sweden's intervention marked a turning point in the conflict, as Gustavus Adolphus led a series of stunning victories that challenged the dominance of the Catholic Habsburg forces. One of his most celebrated achievements came at the Battle of Breitenfeld in 1631. Facing the formidable army of the Holy Roman Empire, Gustavus Adolphus demonstrated the effectiveness of his reforms and tactical ingenuity. His forces, outnumbered and facing a highly experienced opponent, executed a brilliantly coordinated attack that resulted in a decisive victory. The battle not only boosted the morale of Protestant forces, but also cemented Gustavus Adolphus's reputation as a military genius. Tragically, Gustavus Adolphus' life and career were cut short at the Battle of Lutzen in 1632. Leading his troops into battle, he was fatally wounded while engaging the enemy. His death was a devastating blow to Sweden and the Protestant cause, but his legacy endured. The principles he introduced to military strategy influenced generations of commanders and reshaped the conduct of warfare. Gustavus Adolphus's impact extended beyond the battlefield. Under his leadership, Sweden became a dominant force in Northern Europe, its influence extending across the Baltic Sea. His reforms strengthened the Swedish state, laying the groundwork for its emergence as a major European power. He also fostered cultural and educational advancements, supporting the establishment of universities and promoting the arts and sciences. The king's contributions to the art of war earned him the enduring title of the father of modern warfare. His emphasis on mobility, firepower and coordination between different branches of the military set a precedent for the strategies employed in later conflicts. The Napoleonic Wars, for example, saw many of his principles adopted and refined by commanders like Napoleon Bonaparte. Even in the 20th century, the concepts of combined arms and rapid maneuver remained central to military doctrine. Gustavus Adolphus remains a figure of enduring fascination, celebrated for his vision, courage, and leadership. His ability to adapt to the challenges of his time and to innovate in ways that reshaped the nature of warfare highlights his exceptional qualities as a ruler and military commander. His legacy is not only a testament to his brilliance on the battlefield, but also a reflection of his profound impact on the history of Europe. Through his reforms, victories, and enduring influence, Gustavus Adolphus secured his place among the most significant figures in military history. I hope you enjoyed that episode of 5-Minute Warfare from 5minutewarfare.com. If you did, please leave us a review wherever you get your podcasts, and while you're there, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. If you would like to support us more directly, please consider buying us a coffee. Head on over to 5minutewarfare.com/coffee to see how. You may also be interested in our other 5-minute podcasts. Check them out at 5minuteproductions.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.